Hello, Keith Rucker here at VintageMachinery.org. Well guys, today I got a quick project, at least I hope it's going to be a quick project, and what we're going to be working on is I've got an old DwWalt, it's an angle grinder. Had it for a really long time, and the cord on this thing has got some issues, and recently I noticed that it had quit working. When you turn it on, nothing. I suspect that we've got some cord issues here. Like I said, I've taped this thing up several times. It's been twisted around. I had bare wires exposed in this thing at one time and made a quick repair, but it's not holding up. So game plan, got a new cord, and we're gonna install this in the old power tool and see if we can bring it back to life. So first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and just start taking this down. We'll pull the handle off the side. And we'll take the guard off the bottom here. There's just a screw here on the front. That's Phillips though. Get the right screwdriver. Loosen this up. So this guard is made where it easily comes off. There's a couple of, there's a pin, a couple of holes here. There's two little slots that mount up with two slots there. It only goes on and off at a couple of places. Anyway, that comes right off. The connections for the power cord should be back here in this little back section, and there's 4 screws that hold these in here. You can either take them apart with a flathead screwdriver or a Torx bit. This is a, let's see what size this is, a T15, and that should fit right in there, and this is going to make it a little bit easier than using the screwdriver. So let's go ahead and pull the screws out. Regular flat blade screwdriver will work just fine on this, but again, this torque nut or torque screwdriver bit will just make it a little bit easier to come apart. This should be able to come apart now. Here we go. Pull those out. And then we got another screw right here. It kind of holds that wiring harness into place. The other side, the screw from the outside actually goes through it. Carefully lift this up and out. Okay. Move these wires around here to this little holder. Like such. All right, now to get to where we can work on this, this whole back housing will now slide down the back. And be very careful, we don't want to yank any wires loose here that we don't want to get loose. But here's where the wires from the pigtail come into the grinder. And again, we go to Phillips head screws. The white wire, I don't know if you can tell, that's the white wire, this is the black wire. So the white wire is on the right, the black wire is on the left. Pull those out. Okay, with our wires separated, I'm going to pull this little piece off. This is just a little protector to hopefully keep that wire from breaking as it actually did at the end of the protector in this case. But we're going to reuse this part. There was no reason to replace it. We just will now thread our new wire up through there like such. All right, we got our wires here now ready to go. But if you look at the original ones, the wires are a lot shorter than what we have with this new pigtail that we bought, our new cord that we bought. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these to the length of the old ones like such. And then I'm going to come in here with some wire strippers and strip off just a little bit on the ends there so that we can put them up into the connector. Because these are stranded wires, I'm just going to twist them real good and come back in here. That white one was on that side. Tighten that up. Black wire was on this side. Tighten that one up. And I'm going to go ahead right now and just kind of put that bottom piece back up on the bottom again. This is the switch. See there, right there, that's what turns it on and off. Their lever is connected to this little black piece down here that pulls it in. We're going to just kind of go ahead and push this back down into place. There we go. And I'm going to put these wires back in here. That was just kind of holding those up out of the way. Now this little protector here, we'll kind of put our wires back in that raceway down there. Okay. That basically just clamps onto that wire so you don't pull it out. Take one of my screws, put back in here. This is going to clamp down on that wire and basically keep you from pulling it out. I want to make sure my little plastic protector is in here. Probably should have done that before we tightened it up. And this is ready to button up. I think before I do, I'm going to take my air hose and just blow that out. Make sure I don't have any unneeded trash up in there. Okay. And we're ready to put our housing back on here. And voila, that should be done. So I'm going to take this and we're going to plug it in and see if that did the fix. Perfect. So one angle grinder back into business here. Go ahead and put our front piece back on. Basically just remove that so that it would lay down flat while we were working on it. It's Phillips. Put my handle back in here. And voila. Now to mount my wheel, we're going to put a little adapter in here. I actually just got a new one of these. The other one was getting kind of wore out looking. And I'm just going to put this one's going to have a cutoff wheel in it. This is one made by Osborne, one of my favorite makers of these things. They really hold up well, but we're going to stick that on there. And we'll tighten down the nut on it. There's a little button right here you push to lock this in place. If you're not familiar with these grinders. And using one of the wrenches here, we should be ready to go. And I'll put this back over on my grinder rack now with some of my other grinders. I tend to keep several of them in the shop with different types of wheels on them, so when I need one I don't have to swap wheels out every time. Just go grab the grinder that's set up for that. This one is for cutting metal with a cutoff disc. So one grinder back in service. There you go, guys. Quick and easy repair. We'll throw that one in the garbage. Got a brand new cord on there. These cords, you can usually pick these up at a lot of your home improvement stores, hardware stores. If not, you can order them off of online sources like Amazon, which is actually where I got this one from. I just ordered it online, had it here in a couple of days, and this grinder has been resurrected, back alive again, and good to go hopefully for some time to come. With that, that'll be a wrap. As always, thank you guys for watching. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Leave some comments if you like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.